Turn it on, and it runs in the background. Then click you back where you are. Yeah, you're up.
Yep.
I don't even want to watch it.
All right, so hi guys, my name's Kaylee. I'm here with Carly, Taylor, Nick, and Megan, and our presentation tonight is going to be on legal aspects and the laws in the workplace. So just to give you kind of an introduction of what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about different topics within laws and discrimination, different kinds of harassment in the workplace, the hiring process, as well as the firing process, and also different kinds of disabilities that are seen throughout the workplace as well. So just to give a little bit of a government oversight, there's the three branches of government, which is the legislative branch who writes the laws, and we know them as Congress. There's the judicial branch who interprets the laws, and we know them as the Supreme Court. And then there's the executive branch who enforces the laws, and we know them as the President. And they write and establish all the laws that we abide by each and every day. Through that, we have the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, and they also are known as the EEOC. They're the federal agency that administers and enforces civil rights and laws against workplace administration. So some major EEO laws and regulations that we talked about in class and also in the textbook, they're pretty well known. Everybody knows the 13th and 14th Amendment, the Civil Rights Act, the American with Disabilities, the Pregnancy Discrimination Act. I'm not going to go too into them because no one wants to hear that, but just some laws to abide by. So kind of to classify it a little bit deeper, I'm going to talk about employment discrimination, and that is discrimination based on race, gender, religion, sexual origin, national origin, mental disability, and gender identity by specific employers. So some actions that are, kind of like repercussions of discrimination in the workplace can be a refusal to hire, termination, failure to promote, denial of training, less pay, or even a demotion. Sometimes people even are seen as disciplined in the workplace and even see harassment as well. Under the EEOC, there are protected classes, and those are groups that are protected from employment discrimination. And just some characteristics are by race, color, religion, national origin, veterans, U.S. citizens, pregnant women, and also by age and disability as well. There's also a class that is not protected under the EEOC, and we can know them as the LGBTQIA community. That's the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, and their allies. In about 20 states, LGBT discrimination in the workplace is prohibited. Just to name some, California, Illinois, New Jersey, and New York. And obviously that says people don't get fired for being straight, but they can if they're gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender. Hillary Clinton is my favorite person, but I thought this quote was fitting. It says, LGBT Americans are full and equal citizens and deserve the rights of citizenship. That includes marriage, work, and so on. I support it personally and as a matter of policy and law. And like I said, I just thought it was fitting with the topic and the discrimination that LGBT face. Another topic I'm going to touch on is gender discrimination, which is obviously discrimination based on your sex. Both males and females face gender discrimination. It is more so seen with females rather than males, but it is seen between both genders as well. In 2017, 42% of women reported cases of gender discrimination, and they said that there's probably another 15% of women that did not report cases. So obviously that's a total of 57%, which is huge. That's a large amount of cases that have been reported. Like I said, it also happens to men as well. So Jimmy Fallon was actually sued for discriminating against men. The FBI fitness test is apparently biased towards men. and they were also sued. And a cosmetic company was sued by the EEOC for not hiring male sales representatives because obviously that is seen as male discrimination. There's also other types of discrimination specifically seen towards women, and that's in terms of wage gaps. For every 80 cents that a woman makes, that's seen as equal to the dollar that a man makes. And another form is also a glass ceiling, which is a barrier to advancement in a profession that is specifically towards women and also minorities. So just some organizations that are working to end workplace and gender discrimination is obviously the Women's March. You can see that in the picture above. They're working to promote equality and women's rights, and this has been like a huge movement, especially since Trump became president, which I know everybody here knows about.
He's president?
Right? Another group that works to help people with employment discrimination is the EEOC. As I mentioned before, like they sued the cosmetic company for not hiring male employees. So they work really hard with other employment opportunities to help, reduce the amount of discrimination that's seen in the workplace. And as I mentioned before in the beginning, the different kinds of discrimination are race, religion, based off of pregnancy, gender, age, origin, and disability. And there are also many movements in place, that we don't even know about still that are working to end workplace discrimination. There are also many lawsuits out there that will probably not ever get resolved, but at least it's in the works. So.